Okay, so these are our notes on the top of page 3. And I actually want to take your attention to this down here. So it says, warning, we describe the behavior of a graph in terms of its x values. And this is what I talked about at that first problem in your homework, problem 9 or 11, I forget. Do not say the graph above is increasing from these points, so don't do that. Rather, say it is increasing on the x interval, and I'm only going to label my x's, -2 and 0. So I'm only talking about an interval, and so I'm going to talk about my x's. Let's go along and talk about where these are increasing or decreasing. So like it said, and I'm going to use the x-axis just to kind of remind ourselves that here's where they increase and decrease. So from 0 to 2, it's increasing. This is going up. So I'm going to put a little I for increasing, maybe an IN. Okay, and then what happens? Well, from here to here, it's going down, or from 0 to 1. So I'm going to put a D here because it's decreasing. And then from here to here, from 1 to 3, it's constant, so I'm going to put a C. And then from here all the way to the end of the function, which is 8, it's decreasing again, so I'm going to put a D. So where is the function decreasing? I'm going to say the function is increasing on intervals. They're always going to be an open interval. Increasing is just right here, and that's -2 to 0, just like the example below. Decreasing is twice, so I'm going to say on intervals, and that is from 0 to 1 and 3, 8. So again, those are x values, and 3, 8 is just right here on the graph, this line right here. Where's the function constant? On interval, it's just one place for this one. 1, 3. Always open. So we've talked about these closed brackets before. These things right here, they have no place when we're talking about increasing or decreasing. So you do not use those. No, 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 no. Okay, for these two, you should fit both of these inside the box, but I can't because my stylus won't let me do that. So, I'm going to write one, and then I'm going to erase it, and then you'll pause until you've written down this definition, and then you'll do the next one. So I'm going to do this as like the common definition, not formal math vocabulary. So it's the height at one point of the function that is greater than nearby points. So you're going to think of this as a peak or a mountain top peak. So let's go to this example 5. I have one local maximum, and it's right here. That's the only peak in this problem. I'm going to erase this, so press pause if you need to keep writing it down or looking at it, and then we're going to go to local minimum. So for this definition, I have local minimum, the height at one point of the function that is less than nearby points, and we're going to think of those as valleys. So you can press pause at any time, write this definition down, and then we're going to start with A. So at what number, so this is funny, when it says what number, it's talking about my x values. If any, does x have a local minimum? And I'm going to say at x values, oh sorry, this is maximum. And it's this one right here, so my x value is 1. What are they is talking about the y, because y establishes height, and that's going to be my peak or my valley is a y value. So what are the local maximum? What is that? So I could say the local, and there's just one, so I'm going to say the local maximum is 2. So again, I'm talking about my y. For minimums, we've got 2 of them. We've got this point right here and this point right here. So at what number, again, is my x? So at x values, -1 and 3. What are they? I'm talking about my y, so the local minima are. So my y values at those points are 1 and 0. Okay, on the next slide is going to be when office hours are and when your homework is due. So here's your homework. The only thing that's different is because you are a B-day, sorry, your homework is not due this day. Your homework is due Wednesday, and I think that's October 1st. So that's when your homework is due. So if you need help, I'll see you next time on Friday, but before that, you can see me Thursday after school or Thursday at lunch. So those are the 2 points you can check in with me about this work. Have fun!